Well, welcome to the second lecture here in week 4, that is lecture 7. And in this lecture, we're going to continue our discussion of discrete random variables. And specifically, this is the second of 3 parts where we will be discussing discrete random variables. So in this lecture, we'll be talking about several key topics, but really just an extension of what we looked at previously. So we're going to extend the mean and also look at the variance of random variables. How do we calculate the average, if you will, the mean, and then the spread, or how broad a given random variable is. And so mean and variance are going to do that for us. We'll also look at some special cases where we look at the variance of Bernoulli and uniform random variables. So Bernoulli, you may recall, was the type of random variable where it's either a 1 or a 0. It's a success or a failure. And a uniform random variable is where everything has the same value. We'll also look at how to condition PMFs, and basically how do we apply conditions when we move to a probability mass function? How do we condition a random variable? And then from that, we'll look at conditional expectation. So once we condition something, what does that do to our expectations? What does that do to the expected value of a given random variable? And then finally, we'll look at the total expectation theorem, which is very similar to the total probability theorem, but extends from the total probability theorem to find what the expected value is of a series of events that are conditioned when you sum all of the possible conditions that are independent together. Again, kind of the same thing as the total probability theorem, but now applied to random variables. So hopefully you'll find that a lot of this is a review of previous concepts just applied to a new topic.